Get him on the
Ow,
book.
ow.
If you,
This guy is one of the members of MJ Performance. Ow, come back, come back.
Nice to see you.
A few moments later.
Hi guys, welcome back to MJ Performance. We've got the RS development car here, having some upgrades, including these huge big brakes, which you've seen on a previous video. And down here on the ground we've got some more upgrades going on, and I've got the boss here, Martin, just to explain what's going on.
Hello. Right, as Tim said, this is our Mark III Focus RS development and demo car. So this is the one that we're doing all the bits and pieces on. And then, as said in previous videos, we can test it and then we can offer that to potential customers as we are, spin around there Tim, as we are fitting to, excuse Al there,
He's working very hard there, Martin.
He's pretending to work, isn't he, I suppose. Right, so this is Phil's Mark III Focus RS that will be having all the upgrades that are going on our development car. We'll be going on his, so we'll be doing a feature on that a bit later on another video. Right, so as for ours, we'll talk about what's on the floor here first. So we got the H&R operated front and rear anti-roll bar setup. Okay, comes with the completely operated bushes. Doesn't come with the drop links suspension that you can see there. That's additions. That's white line adjustable drop links, front and rear. You're better off upgrading the drop links at the same time. It makes sense to, because why would you put standard drop links with uprated roll bars? Doesn't really make sense, does it? So that's what we do on these when we do them. Now, if you just scan up to the underside there, Tim, you can see that the rear H&R anti-roll bar is now fitted. Okay, so that's what it looks like on the floor. Unfit. That's what it looks like fitted. Okay, so you can see the finish on it is really good. In actual fact, it's a bit like, you know, the grabber blue finish that we're doing on the calipers. So it all blends in. Got the adjustable drop link as well, again fitted. So you can see there's two stage of fitments on these. So they've got two settings. A normal setting, which is like their softer setting, and then you've got the more aggressive setting, which is what we've put it on at the moment. Okay, so also if you just scan around, they're both the same side, but if you scan around this side on it, so also you can see we've this is the KW plug and play DDC suspension on it. So we'll go to the rear, we'll go to the front.
So we saw this as a sneak peek in one of the other videos, didn't we, Martin? But
yeah, we did. So now it's fitted. So we've seen it on the bench or on the floor, whatever. I can't remember how we displayed it, but yeah. So this is now fitted. You've got your adjustment on the underside of the cup on the lower arm now. Okay. So we've just set it on a guesstimate setting at the moment. When we lower it down, we'll be able to see exactly where it sits, and then adjust it accordingly from there. Once it's been driven and settled in, then we'll readjust it. So that's what that looks like, all assembled. Also, like we talked about before, but I think on a previous video we showed you all the Powerflex operated Black Series suspension brushes that we had assembled, so you could see it. So now every brush which is which is available from Powerflex is fitted to our demo car, and it will be replicated over on the black one over opposite there. So meaning,
I mean, this is what it's all about, Martin, isn't it? This is the development car. Yeah, everything stems from this, just like the little beast. I mean, the ST180 stuff.
Yeah, of course. Now this one's a bit different. It's on the same sort of basis, but obviously being four-wheel drive, and it's a bit bigger car, and the brakes are bigger and all that sort of stuff. But with the fundamentals is the same. So with the rear setup here, so this is, I'll say it's the same. It's a completely different setup on the rear of these than what it is on the Fiesta ST180. Obviously, there's a lot more involved on these, of course. So we fitted the Black Series, on this Powerflex, which is a bit more aggressive. It's more for out and out fast road and track. Inner and outer on the lower suspension arm, track control arm, they've all been done. We've got your additional track control arm there. Again, they're all the same with the Black Series brushes. We've changed you've got one front diff bush, okay, and then you've got two. I'll come around here, let's spin it around, Tim, and then you've got so they're the insert on there, and then you've got in behind these two shields, okay, is the other two, which is the rear insert diff bushes, okay, just takes out the play of the diff, that's all, stops it from jumping around too much. This one, we've gone for the, on those like boomerang shaped upper control arms, they're now camber adjustable, okay, so we went for that. You could put this, you don't have to have the camber adjustable ones, but we thought we would do that so we can it's much more flexible and we can give some adjustment on the rear, okay, so that's been done. So, and again, they will be having the same on it. Talking about the brake side of things, okay, you've seen me and Rich talked about it on the bench there when we were chatting to you about, we've done a quick feature on the front brakes as they were unfitted, okay, and then on the fronts and the rears. Now you can see them actually fitted onto the vehicle, okay, so this is the rears. So we've got a 375mm disc, okay, we've got double road cross, 3/4 cross drilled on that. You've got your electronic spot caliper at the top. We'll lower the ramp down in a minute, so you better see better. We run obviously the DS2500 race pads. Now, as we said before, it took a little bit of working out because it's got to be nice and neat. We've had to, with the braided lines, which are done for us by Exact Engineering, local to us, up at Totnes. Great bunch of guys, means that I can drive up there and they can actually bespokely make anything I want with regards to any sort of brake lines, fuel, anything like that. They can do it all, and then we can get it absolutely right the first time. So again, like we said before, you can have the sort of stain on the braided lines. You can have that in a choice of colour. We've gone for the blue because we're doing a blue in orange feature on this because this is a nitrous blue car, and then the orange works well because the orange is the heritage colour. So we think that works quite well. So as you can see, it's quite nice and it's quite neatly done. That we've had to think about this. You know, we don't want anything a bit untidy, so that flows nice and neat to the feed, which is inside there. It's not connected yet, but that just gives you an idea of what it looks like. Right guys, as I said, the lift was up in the air, so you can see the underside of it. We've just lowered the lift down so you can just feast your eyes on what's going on here. So as I said before, you know, it's a 375mm disc to our specification, and that's a 4-pot caliper on that, billet caliper, running the 25DS 2500 race pads, as we said. This is your electronic spot caliper. Okay, so like on the on our little beast, and same as yours, Tim. Yeah. You've got the same setup on your ST180. We do the handbrake delete. So although the handbrake's still there, well, in our little beast it's not. It's gone because we've stripped it all out. But same as yours, Tim. You still got the handbrake there. It's just a feature now. It doesn't actually do anything, is it? So. And at first, as you were aware, you got to get used to it because you end up going for the handbrake, which is the natural thing to do, isn't it? But
top tip, guys, if you do get a electronic handbrake, just remember to use that and don't try and use the normal handbrake, because you will find the car rolling down into a wall. That's right, which isn't a good way to end any day.
Ideal, mate, is it? So. Yeah, as we said, so this is electronic spot caliper. This is all designed for us by, in conjunction with High Spec. We worked hard on this one. So same principle as the ST180 setup, but on a lot bigger scale. Okay, so we try to be as neat as we can and think about it with regards to the plumbing side of it. So like I say, handbrake's lost, handbrake cable's no more. Then we run the electronic cables from the parking brake, the same route as where the original handbrake cables would come through around the front side of the tank, where the brake pipes are, so it all stays nice and neat. Then that will then go inside the car. It'll be all hidden under the carpets and you won't see it, and then we'll figure out, I haven't really thought about what I'm going to come to a definite what I'm going to do about where the button goes inside the car. It's got to be done nicely so it looks OE and it's accessible and it's seen, because obviously we need to put it on there with electronic parking brake. So that's that side of it. Okay, now if you come around the front, this is where it gets a bit interesting. All right, so you've got to laugh about it, but there is a serious side to it. So as you can see, right, so this is our front end of the car. Okay, so this is like I said, this is quite mega, this, right? So this is a 400mm disc. Okay, there's two kits. There's two different kits for the front, which I'll explain in a minute. So this is a 400mm disc, as you can see, anodized bell. We've had the spacer to our specification machined into the bell. Okay, reason why we've done that is because to run the 400mm disc, you need to run the Revo wheel. Okay, we've designed it and based it around the Revo wheel. Okay, which, like I've said in previous videos, my own personal opinion, I like the Revo wheel. It's available in gloss black. You can get it in the matte anthracite, which is what Phil's having on his car. You can get it in bronze, I think, and silver. Okay, so there's a choice there. It's lighter than the Ford Forge wheel and obviously the cast wheel, and that, believe it or not, does fit inside very, very nicely inside the 19-inch Revo wheel. But we've built the spacers in, so we've adapted it in sort of like on the using a 15mm spacer on a standard on the Forge wheel setup. So Phil, on this, we've done a test on it with a 15mm spacer with a Forge wheel. Phil's got which I showed you in the previous one. So Phil's got the 15mm H&R hub-centric spacer already on his. Okay, so we've mirrored that and just built it into the bell with the ET offset, which is different on the Revo wheel. That combined with the spacer built in gives you an estimate. It's around the 15mm, so it will look the same, the stance of the car, right? The only thing that will change on it is we've put a bit of negative camber on the front and rear of this. So we'll talk about the suspension on the front of this in a sec with regards to the camber. But if you just feast your eyes on that, so this is an 8-pot caliper. It runs 2 sets of brake pads. Okay, again, they're progressive pistons in there, so the braking, we've worked it out so that the braking power of the car with the actual braking system in the car's brain. Okay, so as with the Fiesta, it's all been worked out, and we've got to, obviously same as Fiesta, we've got to test it yet, but from our calculations, etc., it's going to be, the brakes on the Fiesta are pretty crazy. So looking at this, I think this is going to be pretty impressive. Okay, so like same again on the brake lines, as we've done that, it's just quite simple, straightforward, straight to the, again, same as the rear, you can have it in whatever colour you like.
And that's what it's all about. I mean, just like the little beast, this is all about customization. People can choose the colours they want.
It's all about customization.
It's all about looking a little bit different, isn't it?
It is indeed. I mean, as I've said in many videos, I just wanted to think outside of the box and do something a bit different. This is certainly different. Okay, I personally haven't seen certainly not seen anybody do anything on the rear of a Mark III Focus RS or a Fiesta ST180. I've not seen it. I mean, maybe there is somebody out there that's doing it, but I haven't. Personally, I haven't seen it. Okay, so, and I've certainly not seen a brake setup like that on the front of a Mark III Focus RS. I can offer a Revo big brake setup on the front, which is absolutely superb. There's no problem at all with that. That's a 6-pot mono caliber, a bit different because this is a billet one. That's a cast model one. So with a 380mm disc, but this is just going up a stage further again. So again, I just wanted the Revo side of it. The brakes are absolutely fine. I just wanted to do something myself and put my own little mark on it. So again, the calipers can be painted in whatever colour you like, powder coated, as long as they're rail coat. We can switch colours on the side here as well on the laser etching. That's not a problem. So that's, I mean, again, as you can see, with a KW DDC plug and play suspension, they do these in the V3, I think it is, where it's non-plug and play. But to be honest, if you want to retain the drive modes, you're better off going for the DDC. I think it just, it's, you haven't got to worry about it being on one setting, so you can still keep the OE feature from factory, but on a far superior suspension setup.
This car is very much in development. There's going to be lots more things going on, and guys, if you've got a Focus RS yourself, if you're interested in getting anything done, contact the garage, contact Martin. There's loads of exciting products you can have, like these big brakes. And just keep following us on YouTube, because we will be showing you regular updates on this car as it goes through its development, and as it goes through, towards being used on track, going to shows. So you'll be able to watch the whole evolution of this, really. And we look forward to having you on the journey.
That's right. I mean, also just following on from that, Tim, like you said, we're going to be doing lots with this car and the little beast. We're going to be out on circuit quite a few times. We're just organising that now quite a few times this year with both cars, so we can thoroughly test it and you can see it in action. And if it's something that you think would work for you or you're interested, no problem at all. So look, guys, if we just take a look at the rears. I've purposely left the rear, the stock setup on Phil's car, front and rear, for this very purpose of the video. So you can, because they're side by side, you can compare the difference. That's the only real way to do it. So that you know, there's no comparison really, is there? I mean, it's like a, and then if you go to the front of that, like I've said before, this is the standard brake setup on the front, which is a normal 4-pot mono Brembo caliper, which is, you know, 350mm disc, quite a heavy disc, as you would have seen in the previous video that me and Rich done when you tried. You picked it up, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, very heavy.
It's not light, is it? So that's just to give you a comparison. That's all. And believe it or not, all the brake setup on that is lighter than what the brake setup on this. It's incredible. So, but again, you know, it's, as we said before, please, we're very approachable. Please pop up and see us. You know, that's what we're here for. You know, come up and say hello, have a coffee, a chat, and register your interest for not just the ST180 big brake kit, but for the Mark III Focus RS as well, which is going to be coming very, very soon. But come up and see us, and then see the brakes for yourself. And when we've tested it, if you know, serious inquiries only, as I always say, come out in the car, and you'll be able to. So not only can you see the brakes as they are not fitted, you can actually see them fitted, and then you can go in the car and experience what the braking power is like for yourself. So that will make your mind up for you. So, but yeah, as I say, guys, I'll end it there. So once again, thumbs up. Make sure you hit the bell button. Okay, comments down below. Subscribe. And don't forget to subscribe. Really important. Alright, thanks guys. Tim's just reminded me there, because I'm so like, oh yeah, hang on. So yeah, so you've got all the information there, guys. So we will we'll catch up with you soon.
Like, comment, subscribe. That's guys. Hit the bell notification so you get notified of every video that we drop. I think I've said it all there, haven't I, Martin?
You've got it all there, Tim. Yeah, absolutely.
And we'll see you again soon.
Thanks very much, guys.